Welcome to my second to last video of 2020, everyone. It's been a pretty wild year. We'll talk about that more in my last video, though. The one hint I will give you is it's kind of like a year-end recap, but it's a little more exciting than that, I personally think. But today we're going to be talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, and this is the second time I've had to record this video because the first time I recorded it, I was stupid and didn't bother to check the recording. Turns out I think my mic wasn't plugged in all the way or something. It didn't work. And now I'm having to record this in crunch time. I'm literally leaving on a trip until the end of December in like, I don't know, 7 hours at the time of recording this. So like I gotta speed through this. So I'm gonna do a much shorter version of the same video because the original one was like 49 minutes long. And I think it would be better to be shorter anyways because I went on a lot of rambling stupid shit anyways in that video. So, Jujutsu Kaisen. First of all, man, I hate saying this anime's name for some reason. My mouth just, it does not agree with it. But it's an anime that I've wanted to talk about for a while. I've held off though because I didn't want people to, I was seeing such an insane amount of like absolutely dumb clickbait. People saying like, this next biggest shonen, next best shonen, goated anime of 2020 when like episode 1 had come out that I don't know, it just felt gross and I didn't, for some reason I was like, nah, I don't want to, I'm not interested in that. So I decided to wait and I feel like it's been long enough and I think it's time to talk. So I haven't been watching anime. In fact, ever since I think the end of God of High School, or like the middle of to the end of the God of High School anime, I have not really been watching anime. I couldn't tell you. I think it was just nothing really was interesting me anymore. I've rewatched a few episodes of the favorites. You know, I've rewatched Gangsta and Kengan Ashura and whatnot, but I haven't watched anything new. And I've probably watched like maybe 20 episodes of anime total since then. Like, for example, the new season of Attack on Titan, I haven't even started it. And Jujutsu Kaisen is the anime that I decided to come back to, and I came back to it with a very negative mindset. You see, I was reading the Jujutsu Kaisen manga up until the anime got announced and confirmed, and that's when I stopped. So I got pretty deep in the manga. I read quite a bit of content, if you will. And I didn't really like it. I thought it was pretty mid. It had been described to me as the new Bleach. You know, that's several people had said that to me, and so I checked it out, and I was expecting Bleach, and it's kind of what I got, but not particularly. So probably the most common complaint that I've personally seen about this anime is that it's not original. Now, if you had talked to me like a year ago, I would have probably said that that was a pretty bad thing. But I've come to realize that originality is not necessarily synonymous with good or bad, and unoriginality is not synonymous with bad. And I think what happened with this series is that the anime surpassed its manga, right? I think because this is clearly, there's so many anime that are just like, so many series that are exactly like this. There's Twin Star Exorcist, there's Seraph of the End, Chainsaw Man, Naruto, Black Clover, Bleach. These are just the ones I can think of. It's really common to have a shonen where the main character is more idealistic than everyone else. He is especially motivated / a hard worker, and the big one is that he has some sort of typically evil force that he uses to fight on the good side. If we think about Twin Star Exorcist, he has like the scary demon hands. We think of Seraph of the End, he has the vampire demon fucking bitch inside him. They all do. Chainsaw Man, he's got a demon inside him. Naruto, he's got a tailed beast inside him. Black Clover, I think he's got a demon in him. Bleach, he's got a hollow in him. My point being, this is an incredibly common trope, and so I think people are justified when they say it's unoriginal, but I don't necessarily think that's bad. And the reason I think that it has surpassed its manga is because we really haven't had, at least, okay, I guess I should preface this so that people don't tear my head off, but I am admittedly not in the loop as much as I used to be when it comes to new shit in terms of anime, but I feel like it's been a long time since we've gotten a new true battle shonen. Like, in my head, the most recent one, even though I know it's not recent, I can think of like Boruto and Black Clover are like the most recent ones. And Boruto, I personally did not like very much when it started, and then Black Clover, we all know I don't like. And so I realized that like this was an anime that kind of was needed Like, until the king of Battle Shonen, High School DxD, comes back, we needed something to... I mean, we've been dry for a new shonen for a long time. And I don't think that this... In fact, is it this or Chainsaw Man? One of the two, the manga is, like, over for. And so I don't see this being, like, some new long-running series. But the fact that it exists at all is nice. It exists at a time that we desperately needed something, and that's why I've actually come around. I think that this is an anime that if you're like me and you thought that it was just a mid-shonen that wasn't worth checking out, I think you should. I think this genuinely turned into an anime that's pretty decent if you're into shonen. Obviously, if you don't like the typical shonen tropes, you're not going to like this anime. You're not going to fuck with it at all. That being said, it's something I didn't realize how much I missed. I mean, I've been so bored and bummed out watching these, like, shitty, sad anime all the time that... Or watching completely insane shit like Dorohedoro that I didn't realize, like, man, I had an itch that I couldn't scratch for a long time, and that was having a new shonen. And then I make my comeback to anime watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm really enjoying this. And I'm enjoying it despite the fact that, like, this is shit that I've seen before. It just has a new coat of paint on it. So I guess at the end of the day, all I want to get across with this video is that if you're someone like me and you had been avoiding the series because maybe you read the manga and you didn't love the manga, or you just thought that this was like rehashed same shit that we've gotten, maybe give it a chance. Maybe you're like me and what you needed was just the same thing with a new coat of paint. And that's really all I wanted to say. I know it's shocking that it took me 49 minutes to say that in the original video, but I went on about a million tangents, and I think at one point I told a story about, like, a Bleach fan getting murdered. So, that being said, go watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I will see you guys when I'm back from my trip with a year-in fucking, what's it called? Recap of my channel with a twist. And I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.